It's 1:45 p.m. at the same venue, Chino branch. And you've got the same exact position. The light source remains. And remember what the entity is doing. First of all, this is already speaking to what's not possibly the sun. It's in the same position. Not only as you're analyzing this same venue, 11:09 in the morning, the actual sun's not going to be at the same position, let alone speaking to what is revealing the target individual's circumstance of what is the light source remaining directly over you. This is directly over in the same position as documented at 11:09 in the morning. What the entity is actually doing is the light source is directly over the building where I'm sitting inside. And then as I walk out of the entrance, it moves. I've shown you this inside of the Upland Public Library. It is 1:45 p.m. and this is speaking to the pattern of conduct as I'm subject to it inside of the lights, inside of the Chino Branch Library, and that's why the light source moves over me as I walk away from it. All right, the entity is maintaining a light source. While the entity keeps that light source over it, it is the direct indication of the criminal conduct that you're subject to and the condition of those that surround. They're engaging in what is group stalking and ongoing demonic behavior, stalking with the maintenance of noise, while the entity maintains a light source directly over me inside of the building. And that pattern of conduct has been demonstrated because as I remain here, the entity just engages in what is setting it as it stays right here in perfect alignment after 6:30 p.m., visible through inside of the windows of the Chino Branch Library, which is the pattern of conduct everywhere. I've shown you that same exact thing inside of the Upland Public Library, the Fontana Lewis Library, and using the same exact timestamps. Yesterday at 1:46 p.m. I'm in Upland, California, which is the same time where 1:45 p.m. where I'm in Fontana, California, in front of the Fontana Police Department. And this is the same exact time in Chino, California. And this is a light source. Speaking, and I reference that because this is not possibly the sun, and this is the maintenance of what is that light source directly over me. As you see, what is very precise maintenance over my head at the venue where I remain at, where the entity is also maintaining what is concerted conduct through the people of the state. These are demons that are engaging in what is group stalking, and this is my presence back at the same exact entrance at the Chino Branch Library. Now, I've made movement on April 29, 2022. The light source is remaining over me as I leave from building to building from 1:17 p.m. the Fontana Lewis Library to what is the Fontana Police Department. That's movement as opposed to what is remaining stationary in an entirely different city. Maintenance of presence over me over the same venue, the Upland Public Library, for the duration of the day until I exit. Today in Chino, California, as I remain inside of the same building, the maintenance of the light source, two different timestamps with regard to what I'm doing in Fontana on April 29, 2022, and yet you have this ongoing. This is everywhere you're looking at what is a fake sun, all right? This is what is impossible, a scientific impossibility, as I'm showing you what is the system of group stalking. And that's how you have what is the maintenance of a light source, where I'm moving around, going from venue to venue in Fontana, where I remain in Upland, California yesterday, where the entity is maintaining a light source over that building, which is the pattern of conduct as I've already documented before. This is speaking to the criminal conduct and the demon possession of the Fontana Police Department, who arrived pursuant to the Criminal Act of Criminal Summoning, and it is grounds of federal prison. That's called crossing path. While the entity keeps a fake sun in an environment around you, the people of the state are group stalking in this parking lot, where I went and I read tons of license plates, because they're monitoring right now. They're engaged in bathroom monitoring. They're engaged in what is surveillance. They're maintaining presence in the path on behalf of the state. And this is the state system in California of what is federal group stalking and monitoring, and it is demonic. It's 1:49 p.m. This is P.O.C. at the Chino Branch Library with the light source directly over me, not possibly the ongoing occurrence in a natural environment, that natural environment that we're told about with regard to the sun and the conduct of the sun, the character of the sun, that gaseous ball of fire, that star that's in constant movement, that is not remaining over a person's head from the beginning to the end of the day, as I've documented, and it is also not remaining in its zenith over me while I'm in two different cities at the same time, which is what my documentation is showing. This is stalking with light, prefacing what is demonic conduct, criminal activity. Interstate stalking, in concert with the state that likes to stalk with helicopters. This is P.O.C.